got a fucking car to drive. And you talking shit about me? Shut the up. Y'all don't even got a fucking house to wash your ass. And then you talking shit about me? Shut the up.
Even like when my children, love my children. All four of my children are adults. And I told them, listen, no more handouts. No more handouts. It can't.
Floyd Mayweather's daughter has responded to the criticism surrounding claims that her father has stopped financially supporting her. She defended the idea of receiving money from her parents, arguing that there is nothing shameful about getting their help. At the same time, she claimed that Floyd stopped providing that support because he has reportedly gone broke.
Wouldn't you want to? I want the same thing for my son. I don't want him to ever have to work. Why does that bother him so much? And why is that always being thrown in my face like that's such a bad thing? That's not a bad.
During a recent podcast appearance, Floyd Mayweather Jr. explained why he has changed his approach to financially supporting his children. He said he can no longer continue giving them money every time they ask for it, stressing that he wants his children to become financially independent rather than relying completely on the fortune he built throughout his career.
They go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money, I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, from here on out, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same.
Yaya Mayweather has attracted attention after saying she would like to experience what a traditional 9-to-5 job is like, following reports that Floyd stopped giving her an allowance. Her comments immediately triggered debate, with critics questioning whether someone who grew up surrounded by extreme privilege could realistically adapt to the pressure and expectations of an ordinary workplace.
Story about Yaya Mayweather, right? So Yaya Mayweather is the daughter of Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
Obviously, Floyd Mayweather, a world-time iconic boxer, made $1 billion in his lifetime. Money Team.
Come on.
I seen her, and I was kind of torn. At first, everybody was like going at her, ha, oh my God, y'all going broke. But I'm like,
never.
You know, I wasn't really mad at what she was saying. So she was saying, lately, I've been bored, so bored, I was thinking about getting a job just for the fun of it.
Just for the fun.
Now, for full context, she's been rich her whole life.
Oh, like, yeah, she's a Nepo baby. She's
a Nepo.
She is the example of what it looks like to just only know lavish, only know luxury, only know the finest of the finest.
And then her dad is Floyd, so all he do is, like, he got floss, he got 100 cars, he got all of this, they fly in private jets. Right. So her whole life is luxury, and she probably has never had to struggle or had any type of adversity. She don't know, and she can't relate to anybody. This is probably why she can't create no products or services to monetize her startup.
Right.
The conversation has also expanded into questions about Yaya's understanding of money and financial responsibility. Critics argue that growing up surrounded by enormous wealth does not automatically teach someone how to manage it. Skills such as budgeting, saving, and investing still require discipline and education. Without those abilities, even a substantial fortune can disappear surprisingly quickly. The discussion has also been applied to wealthy families more broadly, with some arguing that second-generation heirs can struggle to preserve inherited fortunes because they may receive limited financial education or become accustomed to having constant access to money.
What's up? These little girls don't know how to do nothing. And she's sitting online talking about, I'm bored. And y'all can say, well, her daddy rich, but like, well, what if something happens to her father? Oh, we got trust funds. Okay, cool. He may have trust funds. But does she know how to budget money? Does she know how to make money? Does she know the value of money? That empire, that estate is going to be gone. And statistics show that 85% of second wealth generators from their parents go broke because they don't understand how to manage it, which means there's a few reasons. Either we spent too much time making it, we didn't have time to educate our kids on it, and so we just gave them everything. Or two, they just don't give a damn. They just entitled, spoiled.
Yaya Mayweather has defended her perspective by arguing that her upbringing places her in a different financial situation from most people. Being raised as the daughter of Floyd Mayweather Jr. gave her access to wealth, luxury, and opportunities that are far beyond what many people experience. Because of that background, she has pushed back against being judged according to the same financial expectations applied to people who grew up under completely different circumstances.
To stop. Literally. Y'all have to stop comparing me, and even the people that y'all comparing me to, they have to stop, okay, comparing themselves to me. Because listen, you cannot, y'all have to stop comparing me to people who wear fake designer stuff, okay? Let's start there. Who wear fake designer stuff. Baby, I'm walking into designer stores, Neiman Saks to get my stuff. They're not. They're getting these from these little boutiques, whatever. Let's start there. Now, then we're gonna go to stop comparing me to people who rent exotic cars, foreign cars. Baby, every car I drive, best believe, is paid for. It's not rented, paid for. In my last name.
Statements about receiving financial support have brought even more attention to the ongoing claims surrounding Floyd Mayweather's finances. Desiree recently posted on X that Mayweather filed a lawsuit earlier this year, alleging that a former associate took roughly $175 million from him over a period of several years. The allegations reportedly include diverted funds, jewelry transactions where approximately $100 million worth of pieces were allegedly pledged for only around $13 million, a private jet that reportedly disappeared from his control, and real estate transactions that allegedly resulted in additional losses. The Post also noted that the opposing side has described Floyd's accusations as baseless and pointed toward his own spending habits. While some believe Mayweather simply spent too much of his fortune, others speculate that major financial losses could be pushing him toward another return to the ring, potentially including the long-rumored Mike Tyson exhibition. According to the lawsuit, Mayweather claims his former associate Janae Reinitz gradually gained significant influence over his companies and finances, allegedly presenting himself as a trusted advisor while overseeing important financial matters for years.
For Floyd Mayweather, let's go. So now he has filed a $175 million lawsuit against his business partner, Jonah Regnitz. So the name should be familiar to you. He has been described as Floyd Mayweather's right-hand man for decades. Also, he has been named in several lawsuits with Floyd for them being involved in scams themselves. The lawsuits include allegations for fake exhibition fights, allegations for unpaid jet bills, unpaid jewelry, unpaid services provided. But in turn, now Floyd is suing him and saying, hey, I never saw this stuff. You have scammed me out of jewelry. You have scammed me out of money. You've scammed me out of real estate. And so this is a big, massive lawsuit, guys. What's also interesting is Floyd has had an interesting support for the Israel community. Jonah Regnitz is a member of a prominent Jewish Orthodox family. I'm curious if he's going to continue to have the same set of support. I'm also curious to say if he's going to prevail in the other lawsuits. Is this a way for him to get out of it, or these false allegations?
Dana White has also commented on the reports surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s financial and legal troubles, suggesting that he sympathizes with the boxing legend and could potentially be willing to assist him. White pointed to the enormous fortune Mayweather accumulated through years of hard work, saying it would be unfortunate if that wealth were lost or taken away. The lawsuit reportedly includes allegations involving missing money, fraudulent investments, unauthorized bank transfers, missing jewelry, and the alleged sale of Mayweather's private jet.
The richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now, Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the law.
Another legal dispute has reportedly surfaced involving Floyd Mayweather Jr., this time concerning Showtime and his longtime advisor Al Heyman. Mayweather is accusing them of financial misconduct, alleging that money connected to various business agreements was mishandled. According to the claims, millions of dollars associated with his boxing career and business interests may have been improperly withheld or managed.
Filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, it's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing $340 million. So why is Floyd suing him, and what is he claiming? Well, Floyd argues that during his legendary career, where he generated $1 billion in revenue plus and pay-per-view money, a significant portion of the funds that he made through those events, through his fights.
Former Showtime president Steven Espinoza has also responded to the allegations, adding another voice to the growing dispute surrounding Mayweather's financial claims and his business relationships.
I can't say too much about it. The lawyers have asked me not to, but obviously Floyd is looking for $340 million, which he, I think, supposedly discovered 10 years later is missing. I think you can tell by my tone what my thoughts are about that. And look, all I can say is I'm confident in the legal process. I'm confident about, what the facts are going to show. And I look forward to this, playing out in court so everybody can see exactly what is true, and exactly what, where the money went. Because if you look at the, how my career has played out, I spent my career going back to representing both Mike Tyson and Oscar De La Hoya. I've spent my career making sure that fighters are treated fairly and have gotten compensated fairly. And I've never done anything, but that. And I think at the administration.
Veteran boxing analyst Teddy Atlas noted that Floyd's lawsuit reportedly also identifies former Showtime executive Steven Espinoza. Atlas said he has never been particularly fond of Espinoza and alleged that fighters have sometimes received unfavorable treatment in boxing business arrangements. He also suggested that some people believe Mayweather's legal actions could be connected to the financial pressure created by his extravagant lifestyle and his continued need to generate additional income.
Know what the truth is fully in there. I know Steven Espinoza was named. He ran Showtime at the time. He was named. I never was a fan of Espinoza. Again, I'm not afraid to say and not mince my words when I feel a certain way. And I've taken arrows for it, and of course I've also taken some praise for it. That people say, hey, Teddy's going to say what he feels. I was never a fan of him. I never thought he was a man that kept his word. I never thought he really did a great job over at Showtime. I mean, they put some good fights on because the fights were available, because the landscape made it available. Where there was, there was a lot of job shortages in the business, if you will, and people are eager, of course, to fight on a platform like Showtime if you're going to pay them. It's a lot of fighters available, and you didn't have to be talented to put on good fights at Showtimes. Like I said, there weren't a lot of places to go. There was a lot of unemployment.
Mayweather is an example of the stupidity of living for the culture and trying to be relatable and trying to be this incredible icon or example of, look how much money I've made. He's blown it all, and now at 49 years old, he's got to go back into the boxing ring and continue to fight because he's in a lot of debt. And this is what I was trying to make the point to Cam Newton about. This whole, I'm doing it.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. accumulated an extraordinary fortune throughout his boxing career, but questions surrounding his finances have continued to increase as his extravagant lifestyle remains under constant attention. His fleet of luxury vehicles, expensive jewelry, private aircraft, lavish homes, and other high-end expenses have all become closely associated with the Money Mayweather image. Critics argue that maintaining such an expensive lifestyle can require enormous amounts of money, regardless of how much someone has earned. The controversy has also sparked a broader discussion about how quickly a massive fortune can decline when spending remains unchecked. Without careful financial planning, intelligent investments, and disciplined spending, even extraordinary wealth can eventually come under serious pressure. What do you think about Yaya Mayweather's comments and the growing financial controversy surrounding Floyd? Do you believe Floyd is genuinely facing serious financial pressure, or are these claims being exaggerated? And if he really wants his children to become independent, was stopping their allowances the right decision? Drop your opinion in the comments below.